Hey friends, it's Mr. Jim and welcome back to Kids Animal Stories. Hey, I bet you love finding critters, right? Yeah, and maybe you have some pictures of them too. Well, I would love to see the pictures of critters that you find near your home. And so you can find me on Instagram for Kids Animal Stories and share your pictures with me, and I cannot wait to see them. Well, friends, are you ready to solve today's mystery? Yes, this is part 2. Let's go! The water was disappearing. It had been going down for several days now, but it seemed like it was getting faster and faster. Hansa and her family had lived in a rice field for a long time, but the area where they lived was losing water from evaporation. You see, it had not rained there in a while, so the water was drying up. Hansa and her siblings started to get closer together with their dad in the nest. Just then, their dad started to tell them something. All right, everyone, I need you all to stay calm and listen carefully. Don't move around a lot. Try to conserve your energy.
But what if the water goes away? What's gonna happen?
Even if the water gets low and murky, we will still be able to breathe because we have an organ called a labyrinth.
What is a labyrinth? That sounds terrifying.
They shouted. Oh, this helps us breathe air. Let me show you. Wait, hold on a second. What is a labyrinth? You see, unlike most fish that only breathe by collecting oxygen from the water through their gills, this very colorful species of fish can breathe both below the water surface and at the surface. Betas have this organ called a labyrinth that's located just behind their heads that allows them to breathe air. Yeah, air just like us. They can rise to the water surface and take a gulp of air and then swim back down as they please. You see, in the wild, these fish live in very slow-moving waters with less than ideal amounts of oxygen. And so this organ, it helps them have enough oxygen to survive even if the water doesn't have enough for them. Oh, but let's get back to the story. Their dad showed them all how to breathe by sticking their mouth out of the water and into the air, sucking in a gulp of air, and wow, it's working, said Hansa. It was very relieving to her and all of her siblings to know that even though they were running out of water, they would still be able to breathe along the way until they found a new place to swim around. By now, the water was getting so murky, it was hard to even see their own fin in front of their face. But then, all of a sudden, splash, 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 splash. All of a sudden, they saw raindrops hitting the water, one after another, and
it's raining!
They all shouted. All of Hansa and her siblings started to cheer. They got so excited. All right, everyone, this is great news, but try and keep calm, her dad said in a loving voice. We still have a long ways to go before this little pool of water fills back up for us. And it'd probably be good if we swam and found a new place for us to live if this rain continues. Thankfully, the rain kept falling and their little area filled all the way up to the top. Wow, that rain came down very quickly. You see, they live in Malaysia. In Southeast Asia and a few other parts of the world is where you can find these species of fish, which I think I'm getting closer to figuring it out. How about you? But where they live in Malaysia, when it rains, it pours. Their little area filled up so much that they were able to get to a new area of the pond that they had not seen in a long time. They moved from one pool to the next until they found a perfect place for them to stay. They even ran into some new friends that they had not seen in forever. Well, Hansa kept growing and getting stronger and stronger, and finally, she was able to find a place that she could swim and explore the world around her. All right, it's about time that we solve this mystery, my critter protectors. I want to see how closely that you've been paying attention to these clues. So she has wavy fins. That seems pretty interesting. Beautiful colors. Yeah, remember? They're really shiny and sparkly almost. Beautiful colors, kind of small, lives in rice fields. And a fish, yes. Do you know what kind of fish has really wavy fins and colorful? I think I know. It's the kind of fish that you may have seen at a pet store in those little cups. Yes, a betta fish. Betta fish are amazing critters. Do you remember where they live in the wild? Yeah, they live in Malaysia, Singapore, Brazil, Vietnam, Dominican Republic. Oh, there's several places where they live. There are almost 100 different species of betta fish. Wow. And isn't that amazing how they can both breathe water and air? Yeah, they still need water to breathe. It's not like you can just leave your betta fish out and they can just breathe air. No, breathing air is just in case the water oxygen is very low. They still need to stay in their water. And do you know what kind of food betta fish eat? It sounds kind of disgusting. They eat bloodworms. Oh, and mosquito larvae. Ew. Well, actually, I kind of like that they eat mosquito larvae because that means it's one less mosquito that's gonna eat me. Well, my critter protectors, I hope you enjoyed this mystery adventure, and I hope you solved it too. We'll see you on the next one. Great job, you listened all the way to the end, my critter protectors. Have you signed up for your free critter protector badge? Oh yeah. It's awesome. I want to send it to you for free in the mail. So have your parents click down in the link below in the show notes. Sign up and you can get your very own badge that I will send you in the mail. Also, check out our Critter Queue. There's tons of fun activities that we make just for you for every single animal adventure. Well, friends, I hope you have a super duper day and I will see you on our next adventure. Bye!